Not really, actually, because I can control it from the watch. I can still actually do the music. Anytime he needs to ask me something, I can just pause and be like, yeah.
I hate it, but I love it at the same time, baby. I hate this workout.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Q-Flex Moves. It is Wednesday. Today we're working on agility in the form of what I like to call box drills. All right, box drills are pretty much you set up a square in any distance or dimension that you want. Pretty much what we're doing is we're doing varying squares, if you will, at about 20, 30, 40 yards, length times width times height, all that kind of stuff. And all it is we're going high knee down. We're going to shuffle, break it down, shuffle across. We're going to do a back pedal, a shuffle across again, and then a sprint to finish. So thus the box drill. All right, we're doing it clockwise and counterclockwise a bunch of different times, different variations. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, hop in the comment section. Holla at your boy. Yeah. Right now I'm setting up these cones to be pretty much, I'm eyeing it, but pretty much about 15 to 20 yards, all right? So it's about a 20 yard by 20 yard box, all right? The emphasis is being able to take off the line quickly. We're gonna be starting with high knees. So as I'm coming towards you, we're going high knees forward, all right? And we're working on agility, being able to run fast and at any moment stop and change direction, all right? Now this is kind of like the precursor, so I just really want to get used to changing direction. This is great for football players, basketball players especially, being able to go down, drop down, and shuffle across. So those guys are always wanting to change direction, but in a sense still keep their mind and their eye focused on what's ahead of them, all right? So yeah, that's pretty much all we're doing today. So that was the second rep. This is the walk back. The rest is pretty much almost a full circle around. You walk back and you start again. Pretty much everything we're doing is full speed. Now it's just time to pretty much polish it, go hard. We're in the second trimester of our training season, of our training program. So we're definitely turning up the heat in a second. The first was just more of an introductory. An introductory setting. So this is number 3, counterclockwise. So now instead of going to big box, I'm going tiny box, all right? So I'm kind of gonna go by the 10 by 10, but sometimes you don't have enough time to make a decision, especially as an athlete, right? You only have a split moment to make that decision. So instead of just simply ingraining that, oh, you'll have 5 seconds to just stop and then change direction, sometimes you gotta stop and change direction on the fly. You gotta stop it on the go. And the bigger ones are definitely good for some of the football players because you have more space and more time to make a decision. For basketball players, somebody can cut and cross in an instant. You gotta be able to drop down and make a decision and follow. It's not anticipating what the other person is gonna do, but simply reacting based off their movements. Because sometimes if you anticipate, you might think that they're going right, or you might think that they're going left, and they made you think that, and they just crossed you out your socks. They just crossed you out your shoes. So you gotta be able to react right in a split second of a moment, look at what they're doing, look at what you're doing, and be able to follow through. High knees, high knees, high knees, high, go, 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 go. I thought you wanted us to wait. You already went. Had to adapt. Yo, so originally, I was saying just to wait for me to complete You know, so
We can space it out.
we'll space it out. I'll do double. I'll just do the whole thing. And then right when I'm about to sprint, go ahead and start.
All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
One of the major reasons why we're doing high knees first, high knees, then shuffling, backpedaling, shuffling, sprint, and not just a sprint. Because if we just started with the sprint, most likely we'll be jogging, especially if people are tired, all right? You coming up to it, all right, I got to sprint. You're not gonna sprint, you're gonna stride. But when you're forced to actually have good form and bring your knees up and bring your arms back, if you're not doing it, you can see it. And it's not simply based off of the person's speed, but you can literally see it in their form. So consciously, you're gonna have to be active and pick those knees up. No matter how tired you are, if your knees aren't coming up, it's gonna show. So that's why we do that first, and then we do a sprint to, in a sense, burst or gas out whatever extra energy you had left. So just so you guys know that real quick. Spread it out. All right, last one more then, Chris. One of my last few tips is don't eat too much the night before, because you will, or you may have to go to the bathroom. And I got the BGs right now.
If you have an appetite like Hughes.
If you have an appetite like me, try to keep it at least between 2 hours before you go to sleep. If you guys can do this workout, I would say the 20 by 20s, all right? Clock a good time, have somebody time it for you, and let me know how fast you can do it. 20 by 20, in terms of the cones, your high knees, shuffle, back pedal, shuffle, sprint, whatever it is. Once you get past that last sprint, tell me how fast you guys can do it. This is the outro, something. Shout out to Chance. Man, it was a beautiful day. Actually turned out better than I thought it would. I took a little bit of break the night prior and everything, but it was good that I got some good rest. Rest is so important. But you guys, we had box drills today. All right, at first, initially, I told you guys that we were gonna start small, go big. Sometimes it's even more important to go big than go small, so you can focus on exactly what you really need to fix and specialize on. So yeah, we had box drills, man. We did from 20 by 20s, and then we did 10 by 10s. 3 rounds of counterclockwise, clockwise, and then we went small to the 10 by 10s, counterclockwise, or counterclockwise, clockwise, and we hit it home. All the major tips is to always have your body balanced. All right, you don't want to be leaning back too much, and you don't want to be leaning forward too much, because anytime you have to change direction and you're imbalanced, you're gonna fall over. All right, just you gotta be prepared. So make sure you keep your shoulders, your chest over your hips or over your center line. So your center line might be different when you're standing versus when you're leaning, but it's wherever your center line is, that's where you wanna be. And that's how it makes it easy to change direction. Use gravity to your strength, to your advantage, and you'll be good every single time. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. Please like this video if you loved it. I wish you could love it. Comment and subscribe, because we're working hard to give you guys the content that you need. Q-Flex Moves, my boy Tyson Photography, Bunier, and Isaiah Teodoros working out with the boys, all right? Peace, blessings,